Could it be that you're the problem in your relationship, your marriage, or your friendship with other people? Are you always the victim? Welcome to today's episode of Live Beyond Limits with your girl, Siwa. So today we'll be talking about you. Why are you always the victim? Are you sure you're not doing something wrong to other people too? Stay tuned. When something happens or when you have a disagreement or a misunderstanding with your friend or your partner or your colleague, do you sit down to reflect on the situation on ground, on what happened and how it happened and why it happened? Or do you just sit down crying and playing the victim card all the time? Have you asked yourself, did I have a role to play? Was it my fault? Was there something I did wrong? You know we are not perfect. We are all humans. Sometimes you might be speaking your own language and not speaking either your friend's language, your colleague's language, or your partner's language. And that will lead to misunderstanding, misconception, and misinterpretation of any situation or the present situation on ground. So, how do you deal with this? How do you handle this? You know, most times people, like when a relationship or a friendship ends, some people will say your ex or your best friend, your used to be best friend is the bad person. What if you are the bad person? What if you did something wrong to that person? And maybe that person is finding it very difficult to express themselves, to tell you, or they don't even want to hurt you or hurt the relationship or the friendship that you guys share. Now, this is what you are supposed to do after an argument, a misunderstanding, or a quarrel between you, your friend, your partner, or whosoever you're in a relationship with. So, today, I'll be showing you ways on why you think you're the victim. And this will show you that you are not really the victim. Maybe you're the cause of the problem. Number one, when a situation keeps repeating itself with different people, like you keep having the same kind of problem with different people, you need to ask yourself, what is happening? What is wrong with me? Number two, when you refuse to accept criticism or acknowledge your faults, it means you have a problem. Acknowledging your faults does not make you weak. Rather, it makes you stronger. It shows your strength. So you need to pause, listen, and reflect before responding. Number three, when you find it very difficult to apologize, to acknowledge your faults, you need to acknowledge your fault before apologizing. Some of you find it very difficult to apologize, except when it comes to a condition that favors you. If you're in that category, it means you're not the victim. You are not the victim. So stop playing the victim card. Number four, you find it very, very easy to shift blames. Some of you are not accountable at all. So you find it very, very easy to shift blames. You can ask yourself, what parts could I have handled better? If you're always shifting blames, it means you are not the victim. Number five, when trusted people or neutral people have told you you are wrong, even when it stings, it's not a coincidence. Yes, it is not a coincidence. It means you need to work on yourself. You need to ask yourself some questions. Number six, if you don't reflect after a disagreement, if you always dwell on the fact that you were wronged, you don't even think about how your tone or your actions might have caused more harm in the situation, it means you are playing the victim card. Number 7, if you always feel that everyone is against you, this means that you're externalizing responsibility and you're not wanting to take accountability for your actions. This means that you are playing a victim card again. When you interrupt, overtalk, or try to win, is a sign that you are trying to play the victim card. Instead of taking some responsibility, some of you will want to win. You will want to show that you are right. Instead of doing that, why not try to repair the relationship? You must not always win in every argument. You must not win. So this is another sign that you are playing the victim card. Being at fault doesn't mean you're a bad person. Recognizing your mistakes is a sign of strength, and you're more empowered when you stop seeing yourself as a perpetual victim. Now, here are some few questions you need to ask yourself. Number 1, what actually happened? Please think about the facts. Don't try to romanticize what happened. Don't romance it. Tell yourself the facts. Number 2, what did I say or do? And how did this affect the other person? Number 3, is there anything I am avoiding responsibility for? You need to ask yourself that question. What is that thing that you are avoiding to take responsibility for? Number 4, what story am I telling myself? In the sense that everybody keeps offending me. Why do people keep hurting me? What is the story you're telling yourself? Number 5, have I done something similar in other situations? Like, do you keep repeating the same thing? Do you keep reacting in the same way? You need to ask yourself that questions. And what would you have done better? What would you have done better? Number 6, what are the feedbacks that people have given me that I keep rejecting or ignoring? What are those feedbacks? Maybe they might have told you that the way you reacted, you're not supposed to react that way, or the way you respond, or the tone you use in responding, you wouldn't have responded that way, or you shouldn't have responded that way. Are you ignoring all these things? Are you ignoring them, or are you rejecting them? If you are, please sit down and ask yourself this question and give yourself a sincere answer, a response you will give to another person. You know, sometimes we are good at when it's our turn, we know how to like cover up some things. When we're in that situation, we know how to like make the story fit so well that we are the good people. If another person brings that case to you, what advice will you give that person? That should be the advice you will give yourself. Number 7, you need to ask yourself this. If I were completely honest, what do I regret about how I handled the situation? And the last question, what would I do better next time this kind of thing happens? How will I handle it better? What is the better approach? What is the better method? What is the better way to handle this? So, ask yourself these questions. Let me know in the comment section what you'll be doing to help yourself not be the victim all the time, to stop victimizing yourself in every situations. See you in our next video. Bye.